You're tuned into Exercise for the Mind, where we give you the best tips on battling mental health with the strength of your body.
Hi everyone, welcome to Exercise for the Mind. I'm your host and the founder of this podcast, Raina Wall, and today I'm going to be helping you learn how to incorporate fitness into your everyday life. I definitely have a lot of experience with this, being that I'm currently working 6 days a week and a full-time high school student. I have no time in my day, but I make it work. So I'm going to share some tips on how I make it work and some more tips that I found from research to help you make it work as well. So the first tip that I have to give you, or the first step to doing this, is to map your day out. So find out where you have an open half hour to an hour. Decide where exercise could fall into your day and then commit to that. So plan your day around your exercise rather than planning your exercise around your day. So start off with having where your exercise is going to be. Plan everything else in times around it. So whether it's before or after, plan it around your exercise. Don't plan your exercise around that. So you're going to want to start small. For example, for your first week or first month, start with 15 minutes. For your second week or second month, start with 30. For your third or fourth, start with, or go to 45, and then go to 60. And then follow whatever timeline works for you. If you can't ever increase to 60, if you can't ever increase to 45, fine, stick with 30. If you have the time to go over then. Do as much as you can, or as much as you want in the time that you have. And then the second step is to make a routine/plan. So I'll cover a little bit later in an episode how to actually structure a workout and split or plan or program. But today, an easier tip would be to follow Pinterest workouts or use pin and plate loaded machines. So Pinterest workouts help to just get the basics in. It's most of the time they're made for beginners or people who don't have much time. So you're going to want to definitely look up things structured in that way. Pinterest has a lot of ideas. I know that's where I started off finding my workouts. And you can even make your own plan, grasp different workouts that you like from different Pinterest plans, and put them all together to make your own idea of a workout. Typically, just a little tip is to have 3 to 5 exercises in a workout and have 3 to 4 sets along with 8 to 12 reps. You can change those based on your goals. Like I said, I'll cover all of that information in a future episode. So the pin loaded machines or pin and plate loaded machines that I suggested you use are going to be machines that tell you how to use it, and they're structured by body part already. So you just pick 4 or 5 machines that are structuring the body parts you want to, or that are hitting the body parts you want to work on, and do those for 3 to 4 sets. Just keep it simple, keep it easy. But ultimately know what you're going to do, because if you know exactly what you're going to do, you can space out your time and you're not finding yourself wasting time walking around or figuring out what machine you're going to use or figuring out what you're going to hit. You just go in, know what you're going to do, and then go out. There's also a lot of classes you can follow on YouTube, thanks to COVID again for providing us with pretty much a whole gym on YouTube. You could follow endless workouts. For example, my personal favorite is to follow spin bike classes. So I love to just get on the spin bike at the gym and just follow along with a class. It does make me feel like I'm literally in the class. The way I sweat and the way that hearing just someone else's voice tell you what to do, it does motivate you. I'm going to be honest, just having another person push you constantly, it helps you out. So that's definitely a big tip I give, is to follow a spin bike class, because I love it and I think you will too. And I'm sorry if you don't, though. they are pretty tough, I'm gonna be honest. But another idea would be to research gym classes and find one that's going to fit in your schedule. So go to your local gyms, go to your local spin bike studios or yoga studios or any studio, and find out what their class schedule is, and see if you can try out a few first. Get a free class or something if they offer that, and just try it out a few different times and see what works best in your schedule. And if the class duration is long enough, or it's too short, or it doesn't fit in your schedule, just figure all that out. But having a gym class to follow, you're not confused on anything. You just go in and do what they tell you to do, and then you go out and continue to do whatever you need to do. So that's definitely a big tip, is to follow a class when you first start out, especially when you're busy. Just having a class that's the same time every day, you got to go there, you got to show up. If you pay for it, you got to show up. So it's it's an incentive because you're paying for it, so you might as well go. So that is the second tip. And then the third just little piece of like information that you could have is just, you don't really need a gym. Like, you can start off with like just simple outdoor walks, like 30 to 60 minutes, maybe even 15 to 25, like depending on how much time you have. But you can just start off by walking outside. Like, walking outside, if you're a person who is most of the time sedentary, then walking outside for 15 to 20 minutes is going to make a difference. Like, even if you just start that low and then keep gradually increasing depending on how much time, it's going to make a difference, because you're going from no activity or little activity to something, so any increase is an increase, and any step forward is a step forward. So yeah, you can do outdoor walks or anything outside. Another thing is to find nearby parks to exercise at. So a lot of parks have pull-up bars, some have machinery, but you can also run in nature. So just finding outdoor places that are like, you don't have to pay for it, it's just easy to go in and go out. You avoid the middleman of having to check in with someone or talk to someone. You just kind of go in, do your thing, and go out. And that fits the best in a busy schedule, because you're on your own time, and it can be right outside your work, it can be right outside your home, it can be anywhere that's most convenient for you. And then, like I mentioned in my previous episode, yoga is a big help. Yoga is all body weight. It ranges from 5 to 60 minutes, and you can do it straight at home. You can do it right outside, right inside. You can do it really wherever you want, and it hones a lot of benefits for like the small time you put into it. Thanks to YouTube again, guys. We have a bulk of body weight workouts like HIIT or Tabata or any kind of follow along classes on YouTube, and these also range from 15 to 60 minutes. So you have a lot of options to go off of. So it's harder to make an excuse when you have a lot of options. So I definitely recommend those, and just the fact that you don't need a gym can be a big help to a lot of people, because thinking about having to get in the car and drive the 15-20 minutes to the gym and then go and work out, and then maybe you have to shower at the gym, and then going all 15-20 minutes back to work, it can seem like a lot for a lot of people. So working out at home, working out right outside your house can be a crazy difference on your day. And then my final tip is going to be to have an accountability partner. So having an accountability partner can really help a lot. So finding someone with the same goals and like a pretty similar schedule to you can help keep yourself motivated and yourself disciplined. So also plan out your workouts together. So get together with a friend and figure out what your goals are. I highly suggest getting a notebook or like some kind of goal journal and like writing everything down, writing everything out, and planning it. So get with a partner, get with a friend, family member, get with anybody who could be interested in achieving a goal, and help each other make a plan. It's best to find someone with a very similar schedule so that you guys can work together and constantly keep each other motivated and accountable. Like I said, accountability is a big thing. So having someone who's ready to go every day, because most of the time it's going to be like a balance. So maybe the other person's ready to go and you're not so ready to go, but the other person's going, so you have to go because that's your gym partner. And to be letting another person down, it makes it less of just a you thing and more of a us thing. So it's like you're not only letting yourself down, but you're letting someone else down if you don't go. And really just going with each other to help motivate each other is the biggest thing. Just being able to tell each other to push a little bit more can help so much. So to conclude this episode, I highly suggest to map out your day, make a routine and plan for the gym, know that you don't really need a gym, and really find that accountability partner to help you out. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Exercise for the Mind. I highly recommend you all to go check out all of our social medias. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook will be plugged in the bio, as well as leave any future suggestions for podcast topics on our website at exerciseforthemind.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an incredible day, and don't forget to keep moving.